Good afternoon. Today I want to talk to you about how an abbreviation of 2 letters saves somebody from life in prison. This abbreviation had the following 2 letters, U-I, mentioned 792 times in an FBI transcript of an elaborate sting that the FBI participated in. The FBI was in the car driving our client, as well as in airplanes flying between Los Angeles and Nevada, trying to record every aspect of this scheme. Can anyone figure out what UI means? Probably not, and that's okay. It's very obscure, and it's no reflection on your intelligence or being able to think on your feet or any awareness. It means unintelligible. And my entire point to the prosecution, which was prosecuted by the Department of Justice, assisted by the FBI as well as the DEA and Homeland Security, was that if you're going to introduce this transcript of this entire sting to make sure that you can get a conviction against my client, you're also going to have to mention what UI means to a jury. And it means unintelligible. And my entire focus was to say that if the FBI, which is the premier law enforcement agency in the world, extremely elite, cannot even hear what their own agents or subjects in an investigation, where they spent millions of dollars of resources, most likely, in order to commence and conclude this investigation, to the point where their transcript writers couldn't even tell through the technology that they had to assist them through this investigation what somebody was saying, then you certainly would have a credibility issue as to all of the other statements that are in the transcript. If 792 statements or sentences or words were unintelligible to the point where the FBI couldn't even hear themselves to record it and transpose it, how then could you provide any credible weight to any of the other statements upon which the FBI and Department of Justice was relying on to convict my client and put him away in a federal prison for his entire life? How could you possibly say that those were statements that had veracity with accuracy and were also credible? And I remember bringing this issue and argument to the Department of Justice Assistant United States Attorney, who looked at me with a very surprised look, because I think for the first time in her life, she had no counter argument. Less than 24 hours after this issue was presented to the United States Assistant Attorney, I got a phone call, and we got very shortly thereafter time served for our client. 7 months versus a lifetime in prison.